So this is our bus driver Ron. Say hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy. How are you?
He's the one who gets us everywhere we need to be safely. This is Ken, our truck driver, who also gets us our gear where it needs to be safely and on time.
And tour chef.
And our new tour chef with his brand new griddle, much better than what we had last weekend. So we're very, very blessed and fortunate that Ken makes us a good meal whenever he has a chance and enjoys his time on the grill. What are you making this morning?
Italian sausage, sweet Italian sausage, nice thick hickory smoked bacon, and a nice French toast with cinnamon.
Ooh, let me know when that's ready. So yeah, we're very lucky to, having the big truck that I showed you all a while ago lets us carry a couple of creature comforts like this brand new griddle. This is badass, man.
It is.
Nice. So anything we can do to try and make ourselves feel a little more comfortable on the road. So we're out where we normally do our Jubilee. This year it's called the Jubilation. A little bit smaller affair. It's the biggest stage in the world that we play on. I mean, just to give you perspective, there's all those people back there, and that's like 40 feet deep that we're not using. And it's a massive stage. We've played frisbee up here when it's empty, and we had a soccer game up here one time. It's huge. And so it's outside Columbus, Ohio. It's the old Legend Valley. It's the old Buckeye Lake where the Dead used to play. And this year it's called the Jubilation instead of the Jubilee. And it is pods, and there are, I think, 1,000 of them. And the pods just go on forever. There's our really big dinosaur mascot, I guess. We've never seen him before. So normally, right where that white tent is, we'd have all the vendors, and people would be camping right behind that, and then camping up in the woods there, and our VIP section's up there. This year it's pods as far as the eye can see. And then back behind the dinosaur in the woods back there is some camping. Everybody doesn't get to camp this year, but you can kind of see it goes way back there. We have a limited number of camping spaces and a limited number of RV. But, on a normal year, you can camp right in the bowl, so you can be at your tent and hear the music. Up there is the main gates. Through those trees is the big upper parking lot where everybody parks. And people do camp up there, too. It's not quite very shady, but it works. So, yeah, happy to be back. We missed being here last year, and even if it's in a little smaller capacity, we're thrilled to be back. All right, so over here on this back side of the stage, this is where all the other bands, we only have a few bands playing this year, but it's cool because there's plenty of room for everybody to set up. Their trucks can pull right to the back of the stage, and then everything will be, whoops, sorry about the fingers, everything's on rolling risers, so they can just roll them right around us and get to the front of the stage. And here is our merchandise purveyor, Elise, working very hard, getting the new inventory ready to sell this weekend. And yeah, you all saw in the truck how much we have, so each show they got to pull out what they're going to sell that night, take their inventory, and get it out to the merchandise people where they're going to purchase, out to the tents. Yeah. What else we got? Let's see. Well, this is kind of interesting, I guess. They have the big video screens out there. So we're going to walk through our monitor world here that they're still setting up. This is our monitor board. This is what our guys run for each of us to hear. So let's see. So it's a whole lot of knobs, and basically going this way is all of the instruments. So we'll go with mine. My kick drum, my snare drum, my hi-hat, my toms, and so on. All the way down to the end here where we get down to the Leslie and the organ and stuff. So those are all the different instruments. And then going up, each of us has a different color. Going across is each person. So that's funny. It still says Betty on it from a couple weeks ago when Betty was working with us. So that was Betty's mix. But I'm green here. So I'm the first green up the board. So let's say I want more of my kick drum. So we'll take my kick drum and go up to mine. And the one on the right, the one on the left here is the stereo image. And you can see I have it right in the center. That way it's in both of my ears. If I put it over here, the kick drum would just be in my left ear. If I put it over there, the kick drum would just be in my right ear. And then this is the level, how loud it is. So now I have no kick drum in my ear. Now I have too much kick drum in my ear, and that's where it's comfortable for me. You know, and if Rob Eaton wants less of my kick drum, he goes there. If Dino wants more of my kick drum, this is him. So everybody can have it change exactly the way they want it, have each individual instrument at the level they want it and weighted towards their left ear or their right ear the way they want it to. So it's a lot of knobs, but they all serve a purpose. And over here, this is kind of cool. You know, we have the big video screens up for everybody to see out back, and this is what they look like from behind. It's just like literally a bunch of television sets almost. Well, not televisions, but a bunch of individual screens, small screens that hook together. So, you know, I think they're 2x2 sections, maybe 4x4, and they all hook together, and then the image flashes over all of them and works as one big image on all these separate little screens. The technology is pretty amazing, actually, that they can do all this. So that's what the video screens look like from behind. So just walking around a little bit before we get started tonight. Like I said, this is where we usually do our Jubilee. It's a little smaller this year, but the stage certainly hasn't shrunk. You saw it from up front on stage before, but here's what it looks like from way out. I mean, it is huge. Look how little the drums are. So always good to be back.